Hello, everyone. Today is December 12th, and I want to talk about my 2025 regret. Before I do that, though, I want to talk about my health. Starting off, those two lymph nodes behind my neck. The small one is really hard to find, but the large one, when you rub your finger through, you can easily find it, but it has shrunken severely, which is something to point out. Still frequently urinating, and uh, the consistency is always different. Like sometimes I feel like I have to pee, but then like so little comes out and it's yellow, but then many times I have to pee and it's white, and it's a lot in volume. Anyways, still having gas build up time to time. Anyways, here's some new stuff. So obviously with my I can't remember if I mentioned this. I think I did last time. My my forehead does pain a bit. The pain is like so inconsistent. My eyeballs really, they do feel blurry, but at the same time, they also are aching, and the pain is like much more worse than last time. And I I have noticed that over the past few days, my eyes have really changed color. Now, when I mean changed color, I mean like, there's a lot of red veins on them, but not only that, it does have this like you could say like reddish yellow to it. Now, obviously, I know the worst of the worst symptoms that come with yellowish eyes, but this one is more like red and blood and like not fully bloodshot, but it's like red all over, or like 90% of the eye, but near the red veins, the teeny tiny red veins, it's like a reddish yellow. It could be more red than yellow, but because it's so light, it does look yellow. But it could be, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell the colors apart. But for the past few days, my eyes have been looking very drunk. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Could be a sign of this sinusitis. But I don't want to rule anything out. I don't like ruling anything out. However, my skin isn't turning yellow. It's kind of hard to tell though, because if I stand in like a really good light, my skin glows gold. So yeah, just to point that out. So obviously, I have to check in like in a pretty dark spot, or where the light is not so bright, and I still look pretty much like a toasted caramel colored person. So, anyways, yeah. Also, just want to tell you about this. I know this is something pointless to say, but you never know. Judging by my health, judging by my luck over the past few years, I'm sure you guys have noticed I've had a streak of bad luck, and you know, last night, like I was being a bit sleepy and stuff, so I was laying on my bed, and then I think I hurt my elbow, kind of maybe laying down a bit, and it's still hurting today. Um, Especially when you fold it, it does hurt, or you stretch it out, it does hurt. Just a small part of the elbow. So yeah, I don't know if that'll go away. I know it does when I get these pains, but sometimes it takes a while. But you gotta really point this out, because, as I said before, my luck is just so bad that anything can happen. Just a few months ago, I remember making a YouTube post about this, but I never really followed up on a video. But I'm sure you guys have seen some of my videos. My finger was plastered. Well, that's because I broke my window. Long story short, I was really angry at a monkey that was grabbing a baby bird. So to make some noise and chase it away, I shouted, and I also like punched the window. Well, not punched, I would say nicked the window so fast that the glass broke. But also, I got like two cuts. One cut was small, the other cut was really deep, like deep beyond the skin. You could see like the white flesh, and there was blood coming from that, and uh horrible time. It took a while for the bleeding to stop, and now that area is pink. but still, just saying, it's like there's always something happening in my life that's so disappointing and so sad, and I don't like talking about these because, I'm someone who doesn't like to talk about stuff like this, but since it's been happening for so long, all of these issues, it's like, okay, something has to be done. So, obviously, when it comes to regrets, that does tie in. All the stuff I mentioned does kind of play a role in this topic. So, my biggest regret of 2025 is not publishing anything. Now, obviously, you may be wondering, like, okay, that's not like a major regret, but to me it is. And I know we always regret things for years and years, but I truly regret not publishing any kind of book this year. If I published at least one thing towards the beginning of the year, I would have at least published a handful of books later on this year. And that's the thing. Obviously, I would have really been working really hard. Even if I published one book and the book did not do so well, I would have known, okay, I can do better. And I know I can. And that's the thing. It's like technically I'm still unemployed until I publish books. And and there are various reasons why I never published. And I would say the first reason is that I keep procrastinating because certain parts of a story I'm working on may just be difficult to work on at that point. So I have to like work on a different story for a moment. But then I'm afraid of just heading straight in certain stories. I'm afraid of that, really afraid of that. And I would say fear does play a role in this, but also it's myself, my own fault for falling into fear, isn't it? And just not taking just brave steps forward to just write a really good book, even if not every part is meticulously planned. You can still go forward and write. So that's my biggest regret, not publishing anything this year, because since I haven't published anything, I have no money of my own. So anytime I get some kind of sickness, like the stuff I mentioned right now, and even many months, and just even last year too, I kind of regret not publishing anything. But still, it's like I have had a lot of problems this year, and it's like if I had the right amount, I would have went immediately to the doctors. Oh, I have this pain. Oh, my body feels horrible. Let me go to the doctors. Stuff like that. It's like because I haven't published a couple of books, I know for a fact that I have to just now rely on others, and I don't like relying on others. I don't like it. I just feel horrible when that happens because I know I'm capable of doing a lot of work, and I can do it on my own. But never did that this year, and because of that, when it comes to like certain sicknesses that I'm afraid of, I now just have to wait and see how it turns out instead of just going to the doctors. Um, so yeah, also it's not even about that too. It's also about like not helping others because during this year and even last year too, but let's just skip it this year, I've seen a lot of people like post things, raise money for their different illnesses or different issues in life. And I've shared a lot of those things. I've even tried to help donating just some, and it's still not enough. And I always think that if I had something, if I had like a lot, I would instantly give them. And I'm not talking about being a millionaire or whatever. I'm just talking about having enough money to go uh, to live day by day. If I had something extra, I would have given them immediately. And there were times when I had not enough for myself, and yet I still gave them something. And I always feel guilty when I don't have enough. But at the same time, if I don't give something, I feel guilty. And I know not everyone feels that way. Obviously, you shouldn't give when you don't have anything. But the thing is that I just feel so guilty sometimes. I just feel that way. A strong guilt always haunts me. And the best I can do is share their GoFundMe pages. But still, that's the problem too. It's like if I also had if I published books and I had extra stuff, I would have also, not only donated but also, had something for leisure. You know, just extra money means leisure, and I could have purchased certain books that I wanted this year, but I couldn't afford to get it. I could have purchased some DVDs that I wanted this year, but I couldn't get it. I could have purchased a lot of things, but obviously I have to constrain myself and not buy every single thing in the world, but just something that I'm really interested in, some really interesting wants. So yeah, not publishing anything means I can't really, like have the financial freedom, and I can't help other people, and I can't really enjoy myself. So it makes everything so depressing, and it's my fault. It's just my fault. And I wish I could redo this year from the beginning and just like at least every few months publish a book. I wish I did that. And even if I didn't make so much, okay, I still would have had enough to help others out and have something extra for my extra nonsense lifestyle, you know. Like there are plenty of times where I come across massive sales too, and it's like, oh, I wish I had the money to purchase those things. And going back to my health, I wish I had a lot just to focus on my health. And you guys know how horrible my health has been over the past few years now, and it just keeps getting worse. This year, so many times I got sick. It's like one problem after the other. There's no break, there's no enjoyment. And to wrap this video up, I have to say that it's my fault. It's my fault, and I want to do better. And when I hurt my finger, I said earlier that I hurt my finger, and that forced me to type. And obviously, I've been afraid of typing because of migraines, and I just don't like migraines. But still, obviously, I have to type towards the end for my final draft. But this made me type now instead of just holding the pencil, because I couldn't hold the pencil properly. So pen or pencil properly and write on the book in the books. So I had to type, and this made me even do my first draft for one story on my tablet. And let me just say that even though the story is jumbled up all over the place, I still took a big risk, and I actually enjoy the story. I'm not even joking. Like, I enjoy what I've written, and I've written like the full thing really, but it's all jumbled up, and I have to add or take out some stuff. But still, I feel so happy that I did that. So it's like, I wish I did more of that this year. I wish I took more bold steps this year to at least finish a couple of stories, publish it. Even if it's not like the big ones I wanted to publish, I wish I just published a lot of the small ones. And anyways, that's it for today's video. I know this is all over the place as well. It's not a scripted video, so I'm sorry. But anyways, tell me, what do you guys think? So yeah. So if I just had something, I would have just, if I just had published a bunch of books, I would be just so fascinated, enjoying my life right now. And even if I didn't make anything, not that much really, I would have still been so happy to publish even more stuff and everything. Me not publishing a couple of books this year affects my health. Well, it affects my health in the fact that I don't have anything to spend and protect my health on. But okay, anyways, I'm gonna rant on forever if I don't stop. Take care. Bye bye.